Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It is a far cry from what I wanted to see from my second crystal. If you missed the video, go back and watch my reaction. It's the definition of mid. I wanted anything besides Quicksilver. I made the ultimate mistake that I should have known not to do. I said his name out loud. And when you say the devil's name out loud in this game, he shall appear. And the devil in this crystal, in my mind, is Quicksilver. That's not to say he's bad. It's not to say he doesn't have utility. It's not to say there's some people who aren't amazing with Quicksilver that would love this pull, but I do not like this champion. I believe that Kabam has made his animations a frame rate or two too slow, and therefore the defender will almost always block, particularly the special 2 when you hit it, and then once he blocks it or she blocks it, they will hold that block and then counter you, and you will regret even firing that special 2. So this champion's likely just going to be arena fodder, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But I have already spent about 10,000 units, and I have 2,500 units above what I hoped would be the starting spot of this, which is 70,000 units. So I am doing great in terms of that. And I've spent $80 cash, not to mention the $100 I spent not on this event, but on the Negasonic Teenage Warhead Early Access Bundle. That's a lot of words. So I have 2 Valiant Crystals that I have gained from milestones that we are going to grow into 10 crystals. Now, I have only opened 1 of these in my life, at least during this week. I wasn't trying to sound overly dramatic. That is a 7-star. I'm like 1 out of 33. And shout out Ebony Coleslaw. I have 120 units above the 70,000, and we are now over $400 worth of units in. We have spent $80 cash, $320 worth of units. And this is why I have dedicated my life to the arena. After, playing this game over 7.5 years. It'll be 8 years, I think, in September or October of this year. I downloaded the game in 2016. And let's just say the fact that it's still around and, by all accounts, especially this week, thriving, is crazy. Some of you have been watching this channel for 6 years, the OGs. Not sure why, but I very much appreciate it. And our first one's going to be a 5-star. That's to be expected. You always want a 7-star to start off, but you can't expect it. Alright. I would be normally opening these in a broadcast, of course, but Mama Bear will be broadcasting in my place Friday night, and this will most likely actually hit the channel on Saturday. So, happy weekend. I am excited to go to a wedding and not spend a bunch of time and effort on YouTube with my fiance this weekend. So, I love to record videos fast, and that is actually not a troll roll for a 6-star. That is nice to see. That is Sam Wilson, who is SIG 120 now. Some 7-star shards, and most importantly, not a 5-star. So we're going to spin and relatively fast tap 3 more and then pop the last 5 and compare. Obviously, we're still looking for another 7-star, and there's a 7-star, and it stopped! It stopped! We got Omega Red! I'm sorry, headphone users, that always trolls. And that makes up for that Quicksilver so much, because I wanted Omega in that crystal, and of course didn't get him. The drop rates on a 7-star in these is still a whopping 1.5% for the 7-star Omega champions. I got Ebony Coleslaw, who of course is not an Omega champion, so I hit the 1.5% drop rate of a 7-star, but not a 7-star that's an Omega champion. So that is amazing, and suddenly my entire day just got better, and we still have 7 crystals to go. And we're going for back-to-back 7-stars here, which is literally impossible. What up, 7-star? And it's still impossible. If it had gone to Omega Sentinel, I think I would have passed out and never stopped recording because my heart would have flatlined and I would have believed that this was a dream and I was actually coming out of my body and I would have been coming out of my body, internet phrases. So I'm glad that it didn't happen. But because of that, my brain's still processing. I didn't expect a 7-star, and Omega Red is a top 5 favorite champion in the game. I'm so good with him. But I don't really use my 6-star now because my rank 3 7-star Domino ends fights faster than Omega Red. So Omega Red's mainly used when the utility calls for it, when Domino can't do the fights. So that doesn't make me change all of my rank up plans, but this is a thoroughly exciting development. And I've got so many friends like Kickrocks and the Kraken and other mods who have opened multiple 7-stars from these, and I just haven't. Now I hope I can give Mama Bear this luck because she has had somehow even worse luck than I have. All right, we're going to pop all 5 after this and see if we can get a second 7-star. But look, we're 1 out of 10 no matter what. We're at a 10% drop rate, worst case scenario. And we'll get a 6. We'll get a 6. That is cool. 2 6-stars and a 7-star. So that is a 40% drop rate for 6 stars out of 5 crystals and a 20% drop rate for 7 stars. It'll probably even out, but we can count to 4 and pop. 1, 2, 3. Show us a pop. All right, so we got 2 6-star long shots and a 6-star Cersei and a 6-star Cole. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6-stars in a row. Still really good value, particularly for 7-star shards. And of course, that just means that overall, we beat the RNG big time. And that is $400 worth. And I got $80 cash in, about $350 worth of units above that. I'm really happy. My top 2 champions of Corvus and Omega Red that I normally use, I've already opened, and I took Omega Sentinel and ascended her as a 6-star to go in a different direction for a 7-star. So I feel really good about the strategy of this account. And I thank everybody who continues to support me. Because y'all, I never thought I would get this lucky. I was not expecting to get a 7-star outside of the guaranteed crystal, which will probably give me a couple more Quicksilvers, knowing how much I've spoken that into existence before it's over. But I don't need the crystal now to get Omega Red. And Omega, I'm comfortable ranking up Corvus and using Corvus every day in Alliance Quest and having you just kind of chill as a long-term option. That's a puzzle piece champion that I don't need to awaken or rank up anytime soon. But in the meantime, I am so freaking thankful that I opened these crystals when I did. And if I had a live stream, I wouldn't have opened these when I did. So sometimes not broadcasting and taking care of yourself and your personal health actually benefits your game health. Kind of a cool life lesson to end a video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Wow.